What is up, guys? Here we have the Zoro enthusiast of them all, the only guy in the world that's playing. Actually, there's other people playing Zoros. But yeah, I've heard that Zoro is now off the Animal Kingdom package. Have you decided to do that as well?
I am definitely not on Zoo.
Okay, so now you're playing the classic version of...
I think Zoo is really bad. I think it's very linear of a deck, and the card meta just deals with it way too efficiently.
Yeah.
Your character's coming in rusted is way too much of a huge downside. It can get attacked very easily, and whenever you play Search or Chopper, it just gets removed right away. The deck also has a lot of no-K counters, so
yeah,
it dies very easily. The deck's very linear though, but like if it gets going, but like it's not consistent at all whatsoever.
I see, that makes sense. Yep. So you guys are in for a treat because this guy also won first place at his case or box tournament at King Fandom. In this particular meta, is that correct?
Yes.
I did see the pictures.
No, it was a win a playmat. I won a dual playmat of Luffy and Blackbeard. That was very nice.
And it was this meta, right? With the Blackbeard?
Yeah, it was like last week. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so this is a good list. So yeah, definitely check out the list here.
I got 4-0 on one of the side events as well with this build, and this build's amazing. I love it.
Let's check it out.
Yeah. Obviously, my leader. Give 1 down to it. Give every one of my characters plus 1,000 power.
Before we continue, are you going to be sad if this gets rotated out?
Absolutely. I'm losing so much fucking money.
What are you going to be playing now?
Green Zoro.
Green Zoro.
Green Zoro.
All right. Well, hopefully Zoro gets a good one.
Yep. With Blackbeard and Shanks being way too much in the meta, I have put in 2 DM-Blade Jambes. I think DM-Blade Jambe is too needed of a card in this meta right now.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yes.
I like a t-shirt.
Oh, thank you. Next, one of the best cards ever printed in red, ever. 2 Gum Gum Moga pistols. It is so easy to have a 60 character on your field and also minus 5k something to just remove it. Especially if you're playing a swarm deck. If you're playing a swarm deck and you kill one of your opponent's characters, you essentially just stop them from also attacking your character back, which means you create such huge tempo efficiency for 4 dons. It's a one-sided tempo, it's so good. It's almost an auto search against Jewelry Bonnies to kill their very amazing 5 costs, and also the possibility of minus 5ing a drop useless kit to 3,000 power. And if they do play a 2-drop blocker Rosie, you can pop it with the same effect. Okay. It's so efficient.
What did you cut for this? Did you cut something?
I cut
good?
2 Nico Robins for this.
Okay.
I am on 4 Bad Manners kit course. The deck still has a lot of no-K counters, and I do need a buggy slots. You will see eventually. Yeah. 4 Bad Manners is amazing. This trigger is great. I can pitch any no-K I really want to. Buggy targets, and Nami target. It's fucking amazing. Here's the best event in the entire realistic game for red. Radical Beam. I run 4 Radical Beams. It gets you out of almost every single attack, regardless of how realistically big it is. You can just... Yeah. I use this against 2 P Luffy's, and I countered it out like... I'm pretty sure his end was like 14 with like this. Jesus. And then like... Yeah. It's such a super insane card. Yep. I will go to my next 2 of. It will be 2 of Nico Robins. Nico Robin is still a really good card. What I end up doing with Mulgun is I end up killing the 5-cost characters against Bonnie anyway, with Carrots, Cavendish, and Smoker. So the Nico Robin coming in clutch for 2-drop Rosie blocker is very huge. It's also Curly searchable and Nami searchable, which makes her really flexible. And like, even though it's a 2 of, it's technically like a 10 of because I have 4 Curlys and 4 Namis later down the line that can possibly grab this card. It's very efficient, so good, does everything. Next, I will run 4 Magras. Very good card. It boosts all of my 1 cost that I have in this deck to a very high efficient stat. Very killer into every single matchup. It makes Mulgun such a very free card to just enable right away because if I have leader ability and 1 Magra and Nami is a 6k, now I have Mulgun ability, or Buggy is now 7k.
Yeah, true.
I run Better Magra, which is Makino. Makino is such a gas-ass card. It's like Magra, but as an activated main, which is very relevant against Blackbeard. But also, it basically is a blocker because it rests itself. It's a free resource. Your opponent just has to deal with it. It cannot be. If it's left, you basically win. Magra, though, is more useful in chaining. So, for example, if I already have 1 Magra out, I would now rather play Makino. I'd rather play another Makino to continue the chain, and then end it with a Makino, so that way I finally stop having 1 drops that I'm just swinging for 7k attacks.
Pro tip?
I run one drop Nami, one of the best searchers in the game. It grabs every Straw Hat card, including tech cards that I absolutely need, or just counter in general. Which like tech cards like Diablo Jambe, Nico Robin, and Mulgun that we've already seen, or counter cards like Radical Beam and Bandmanners, which are one of the best counters in the game.
Yeah. That's anything.
I run 4 buggies. Buggy is amazing. There is actually, with Shanks being in the part of the meta, and so is the Red-Green Smoker, there's so many slash type characters out there. I have 12 events for Buggy, and so Buggy hits very often still. It is still a 1-for-3 vanilla. Worst case scenario, if you don't hit, it's a vanilla with plus stats. The worst case part about it is it's a 0K counter, but we have bad manners anyway. The card is so efficient in the Zoro package. It is an insanely busted card, especially with Shanks being in the meta right now. Shanks cannot attack into Buggy because of the slash.
Did you skill check somebody today, or did somebody actually summon it?
Yes. Against Key Luffy, Zoro attacked into Buggy, and I said no counter, and yeah, no counter.
He's still alive.
Yep.
Surprise.
Next card, the best red card, one of the best red cards in the game, if not the best red card, Curly the Dawn. I have 18 one-drop searchers right now. I have 18 one-drops in general, and this searches for all of them. It is so good. There's many hands where Curly just 2 Curlys can swarm a board by itself by just grabbing another searcher, and then those searchers filling back your hand. At some points, I'm full on board, but I still have 10 cards in hand. With this package, you just never die on hand, and you are always active on board. This is such an amazing card. Next, I run 4 of 2-drop Soundry. This is one of the best 2Ks for Nami to grab. One, it is simply a 2K counter that's very strong that attacks for 8K with my leader, 7K by default. It enables Mulgun in turns I need to. Very Dawn efficient about it. But even more importantly, there's still matchups like Jewelry Bonnie out there that have Starve you. And I've played this card against Bonnies and taken my own life. It is such a huge important resource against Starve decks. I used to run for Nell as well, and Nell's not as much as part of the meta, but it might come back in EBO too. I highly recommend this card. This card's amazing. With that being said, the 2-drops anti-blocker Sanji, Diamble Sanji, absolutely baits. The matchups where you need Diamble Jambe is like Blackbeard, and they already stop your on-play effects. You can't have an on-play attached to a Diamble Jambe effect of anti-blocker. It's very bad, and will just catch you off guard. Next, I run 4 Rush Zoros. It's
Classic.
It's a 3-4-5 rush. You can't get better than this. With my leader, it just does so much. Enables Mulguns, very efficient at attacking. If they try and attack back through it, I can just counter for free. It is so efficient.
You don't play the new Zoro, or maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here?
No, you're good. No, I do not play new Zoro. Okay. It's not good enough for how much Dawn it costs. 4 for 5 with 1K counter is not good enough, and it has conditional rush of needing 2 more Dawn under it. It's so Dawn tight for how Dawn efficient this deck is trying to be with basically just playing 3 threats a turn with with 3 Dawn. Like this deck is way too Dawn efficient to be running cards that just cost way too much. Which is why 5-drop Luffy from the starter deck is also not in here, because it's just not efficient enough actually for.
Still, I mean, you used to play it back in the day.
No, the new one from the starter deck 21.
Yeah, the one that has rush and.
And gives rest of Dawn to the character leader. It's still not good enough because this deck, what it's trying to do is utilize Magra and Machina to boost the previous searching as well. So if on my 5 Dawn turn, if I play a Luffy and I attack and give a rest of Dawn to my leader Zoro, I can't attack with anything like Carly, Nami, Buggy, or all that jazz.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's just not efficient in this deck. I think it's very efficient in Zoro because they're already preset as 4K its power. Yeah. So with leader effect, now they're attacking for free.
I see. Okay.
But here's a better 5-drop Marco. There's a lot of there's a lot of the relevant targets right now that are 3,000 power or less, including OP-10 Blocker Killer, Blocker Rosie Dante, Vasco Shot in Blackbeard, and the Searchers in both Bonnie and in Blackbeard. Yeah. It's such a really good card. It's also there's not enough trash in this meta other than Lucci really right now, and Blackbeard has to use a negative cost plus Black Hole in order to even efficiently deal with this. It's very synergistic with Buggy because grabbing an event to having enough to pitch for this makes it to where it's a 5-drop for 7K that is attacking every single turn and just applying insane amounts of pressure. And my last card Monkey D. Dragon.
Dragon.
Dragon is so efficient with this deck because the goal of this deck is trying to use early on searchers as much as humanly possible and using Mocking on Bugger effects to attack characters as much as possible. That means you will be at a big hand, but eventually they will kill your board on a very low life. This is your finisher in the deck that allows your leader effect to still be on and still a 10k rush card because of your leader effect. It is one of the best endgamers in the game, and the fact it lives makes it better than most of the rush cards in the game. Right now, there's not too many efficient ways to deal with Dragon on the crackback. Right now with the meta we're on, because we're realistically like a boss monster. Honorable mentions would be the 5-drop starter deck Luffy. I mentioned why I do not run it, and I do not like it. Another thing for consideration was Hidden Killer as another rush card, but Dragon and Rush Zoro are just so much better than it because Rush Zoro is a searchable version of it for only minus 1k power, when Dragon is the effect of living a turn cycle afterwards and applying so much pressure. By the time you play 2 dragons, you usually end up winning.
Yeah, of course.
This deck is super resilient, can almost never dies on the crackback. You can go down to, I try and go down to 3 or 2 life to be on a sweet spot, so I have Radical Beams are on.
Beams, yeah.
Yeah, but like usually they can't even do that because I'm just setting up war too much to even attack my life. This deck is amazing into most of the meta right now. I would say this deck is really good into the top 3 meta right now, which are Blackbeard, Shanks, and P. Luffy. Because P. Luffy, I can out-aggro it. Blackbeard, I can also out-aggro it. And
what about Doffy?
Shanks. Doffy, I don't struggle actually with either. As soon as Jinbei got banned, they no longer are as squirmy as humanly possible. So I'm actually winning on board side. And if they're trying to answer all my characters on every single turn, I'm just going to apply as much pressure as humanly possible, and they cannot efficiently trade back. This deck also does not lose to Forecast Law, which normally Animal Chopper, Zoo package also loses to, because spending 4 to almost no Dawn with depending on the setup that Doffy has with like Martial DT possibly and Leader effect, is still not efficient enough because all of my characters with their on-play effects are just so powerful with like them replacing themselves with the Searchers. They can bounce Curly, they can bounce Wigan, they can bounce Nami realistically well, and then if they continue bouncing them, I'm just going to keep finding my answers, and eventually I'm just going to out-resource them and win eventually. This deck is super efficient. I highly recommend you try it.
Did we go through your matchups already? I'm not sure if we did.
My matchups were today. My round 1 was truly Bonnie. I won using the power of Marco and Mulgan.
Power.
Yes. My round 2, I'm pretty sure was a P. Luffy. Yes. I aggroed them too much, and they realistically couldn't do enough. And when they tried to go for the kill, I had 2 Radical Beams. Even 1 Radical Beam was enough because of how efficient this deck is in countering. There's only 16 no-Ks if you don't include Radical Beam. And Bad Manners just makes it to where it's even less than that. And since you play so much early on, you almost have nothing to like realistically have left over in your hand. I also versed Red-Green Smoker. Again, so Red-Green Smoker is almost like Bonnie for our deck, where it loses to both Mulgan and Marco really efficiently. Dragon at the end is also really powerful. You cannot Mulgan 5-drop Smoker against the Smoker leader though, because it is an 8k on your turn. So you cannot minus 5 and try and pop it as a 2 because it's a 3 power as well. Okay. So Mulgan is efficiently there for Kid as a card. But since there are 4 life leader and you now have the defensive cards like Bonnie, it's still very easy to kill. It's very easy to kill.
And the last round?
And my last round was
Yellow? Was you playing yellow? Kid?
No, I didn't verse Piss Kid.
Shanks? Blackbeard? I think you probably played. What did was I watching you play?
I'm trying to think.
It was so fast, you don't even remember what you played against.
I really don't. I'm like, I know I versed the P. Luffy.
You just slashed him up?
Yeah, I'm like, I know.
Buggy.
No, it was the second P. Luffy. I versed another P. Luffy. Yeah. But like, this deck's so efficient. I highly recommend you try it.
Yeah, play Zoro until it gets rotated out, and then be sad.
And then cry.
And then cry.
I lose all this money.
Sell it while you can, guys.
Yep.
or play it for a little bit and then sell.
Play as much as you want to. This is a very good anti-meta leader and a very good anti-meta deck. This also will beat Zoo because since you're playing 3 characters that can attack efficiently into their 4-drop characters and have Mulligan to pop the Search and Chop at the turn comes out, you will eventually win through time because of Radical Beam, Dragon, and Marcus alone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Adrian, it was nice having you on the channel.
Thank you.
For the 4th time, I think, or 5th time. But every
something
time,
like that.
every time has been Zoro. You're like the Sheen.
I'm never gonna stop playing Zoro, and by the time this gets rotated out, you will see me on green Zoro.
We'll see.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, Adrian.